And a look high above the Vegas Strip, Sin City, the site for the Las Vegas Fury's home opener in season number 18, as we come from the Strip to inside Silver State Stadium. It is the Gladiators traveling from St. Louis to Las Vegas to take on that Las Vegas Fury. Chris Curtis, Jack Brown in the broadcast booth with you, and we are about set for week 1 of season number 18, or winter 2022. For those of you that don't like numbers. Jack, good day to you, sir. A 60-degree night for some football in the desert.
Oh, yes, it's a nice, cool night, but the action is just heating up here in the 18th season of the Simulation Football League. Both these two teams were playoff bound last year. Las Vegas, they made it to the quarterfinals. St. Louis, they were still left searching for that first playoff victory. Hopefully, with the new season now, these two teams can gun it for the playoffs once again, but it all starts here tonight in the Sin City.
Got to take care of your early games to make the late games not nearly as stressful, and that step is taken right now as both teams looking to make vast improvements over a season ago. Although both teams, like you mentioned, they were playoff bound. They both got to the playoff tournament, and neither one could really get as far as they wanted, but a step taken for both of these franchises. Now they look to improve. Your kickoff from Las Vegas is next. We are just about ready to go. Vegas is going to receive the kick to start things out. It is on the tee for Beauchamp and the Gladiators. A very nice welcome to those of you tuning in to the Simulation Football League for the first time. You're tuning in at the right time, the start of the season, as this is back deep for a return from the 7. Out to the 20, left to the 25, and he'll get taken down at about that 27-yard line. Now let's enter the Vegas offense, led by one Joseph Green. You have a nice complement of running back and fullback with Scott Johnson and A-Star Miramontes, and then with John Blades, Mason Kirby, and Doug Britton with the tight ends Scott Fallon, Jackson Roberts. That is that wide receiver trio has not changed in a few seasons, and they will look to make an immediate impact on this Vegas offense to start with. Split backs formation for Green. He will throw over the middle. That is tipped and intercepted on the first throw of the season, and this may be returned back to, no, it'll be in the 2-yard line. That was close, but either way, the linebacking core gets in for the Gladiators and forces a turnover early.
Oh, there's nothing you love to see more than when the linebacking core is able to get their hands up, and finally it gets picked off and it goes the other way down to the 5-yard line. The interception made by David Leathers, one of the newer members of the St. Louis defense.
Yeah, the cornerback David Leathers. So it was knocked around by a couple of linebackers, and then all of a sudden Leathers has himself his first pick of the season on the first attempt of the season. Now St. Louis brings out their offense, and they can start really well on the road here. Christian Brown is out there. He's under center. He's got Cairo Martinez behind him. Brown throws to Martinez towards the end zone. Got the pylon, and he's in. Second play from scrimmage this season in Las Vegas' home stadium, and St. Louis has a 7-0 lead after the extra point.
The crowd has gone dead silent here in Silver Slate Stadium. Christian Brown, the now longest tenured quarterback in St. Louis Gladiators history, dumps it out to Cairo Martinez. Martinez had nothing but green grass in front of him, and now it is 6-0 St. Louis.
That is not the way you wanted to start if you're Vegas. Luckily, they're going to get the ball back here in a fairly short amount of time. Beauchamp is going to have the chance to put this ball up through the uprights on the extra point. Kick is up, and it is through on a slow snap, but it gets done. So 7-0 lead for the Gladiators, exactly the way they wanted to start out. The single bar city, as you see on their helmets there. Every single player on the roster running one bar on their face mask to represent the St. Louis Arch. A little bit interesting, but kind of gets that gladiator persona going, Jack, and a little bit unique for the entire roster to do it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can only imagine, the equipment manager probably now has an easier time sorting out the helmet dilemma. But yeah, it's a cool thing they're doing now. Obviously, a lot of players in the league run single bar. You can do single bar, double bar. A lot of players here looking like they're straight out of the early 60s.
Doug Britton gets taken down by the shoelaces at the 30-yard line, and that is where the Fury will start this next drive out. So it's literally Joseph Green, 1 attempt, 1 interception. You can argue that it was a completed pass to the wrong team. Either way, you look at a new drive for him, he'll look for some redemption as we get first down underway. Handoff. And that is a Scott Johnson run, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage as the top-ranked, or one of the top-ranked rushing defenses in the league, the St. Louis Gladiators from a season ago, makes their presence felt as Tanner gets up to make the hit.
Yeah, Tanner, one of the main bolsterings of St. Louis over the past 2 seasons, especially on that run defense, just blowing up past the offensive line. Scott Johnson, he's been a running back known for having some struggles throughout the last few years, and not off to a great start.
About 65 rushing yards per game a season ago. This will be a Johnson run. He's going to have some room on the left side with a spin down the sideline, and he's finally taken down at about the 26-yard line in St. Louis territory. How about that for Scott Johnson? Nice redemption on that run to the outside.
Well, something, commentators curse something. He gets to the outside and blows through the St. Louis secondary, only tackled at the ankles by Colin Douglas. One of, if not the longest serving member of this St. Louis Gladiators defense, who are also now playing a man down, is Freeman Peltier decided to hang up his cleats after last season.
And that's going to be a Johnson run again. Yeah, nice career that Peltier had in a Gladiators uniform. That is a tackle after an 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2 here in a very short amount of time. But good work from Scott Johnson. 3 rushes for him, and he's got himself into double-digit territory, and then some, as he's brought his team down the field. I formation, actually one in the back with them as well. And off Johnson. There's working to the outside again. He worked there last time pretty well and does it again here as he gets down to about the 13-yard line. He'll take another first down, 1st and 10 from that 13-yard line for the Fury as they are in the red zone.
A lot of that was just the simple blocking on the exterior. Scott Johnson was able to get to the outside, and he was able to pick up a pretty quick and easy first down.
Joseph Green's going to have his choice of targets down here. John Blades, Mason Kirby, Doug Britton, just to name a few. Play action, and he's hit hard. Couldn't get rid of the ball, and the Gladiators came for him. That's a huge hit, loss of yardage. Make it 2nd and a mile as they get the blitz home.
Yeah, that was one of those moments where you often will see a linebacker play up almost as like a glorified defensive end. And when a linebacker can get off the line and get around the offensive line, they are lethal in that position.
Mark Gronick, the one on the sack, his first of the season. 3 in the backfield again for Green. Highly doubt he goes play action here, but we'll see. Handoff. Johnson tries to get through the hole, but he's taken down behind the line again. As the rushing defense comes to roost, the defensive line gets home and puts him back further. It'll be 3rd and a mile.
Max Knight, the defensive tackle, was able just to beat out the entire offensive line. At that point, it was kind of a losing battle, although you expect, the blocking to be more to the outside. That's what those heavy set formations are used for usually. 3
to the right, 1 to the left, throwing, right side, end zone, tipped and incomplete. That was dangerous, looking for Mason Kirby on the outside, could not bring it home, and they will look to kick a field goal here very shortly. Colin Douglas on the coverage, the veteran for the St. Louis defense.
Not a fundamentally bad throw to Mason Kirby. When you're in these situations where points are more or less guaranteed, it's a good idea to just try and take your chances and see what you can do. And that time it didn't work out, and Vegas going to have to settle for 3.
And they will indeed. Looking at a 40-yard kick for Matt Rage, his first attempt of the season from the left hash, the right footer. Trying to put 3 points up on the board, get them back to a single score. Good snap, good hold. Kick up and on the way. It is up and off the upright. It is no good. That is not going to be conducive to a good comeback attempt. Matt Rage misses, and it is looking like the Gladiators are going to keep that touchdown advantage.
Yeah, it was just it must have been laces out or something. Because Matt Rage usually makes those kicks. Most SFL kickers usually make those kicks from that short of a distance. But unfortunately for Vegas now, they're going to have to play clamp down on defense.
Yeah, they cannot afford to give up points. At least their drive starts from a normal field position. This one will be a run forward that goes essentially nowhere. Cairo Martinez gets hit hard, and he is going to get taken down. Not much to that one. In fact, he'll gain nothing, lose nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Chance for St. Louis to get themselves a full offensive drive in front of them. 3 to the right. Cairo is behind Christian Brown. Looks to throw it. Throws deep right side. That one's caught at about the midfield stripe to the 45-yard line. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Gladiators there, as that'll be Shane Kaufman coming up with that play.
Christian Brown with a beautiful lob throw right over the top of the defense. Probably was expecting a few less defenders to be around Shane Kaufman, but not a bad throw at all and perfectly placed. Christian Brown off to a phenomenal start.
Good start for him. Has a throwing touchdown to Cairo earlier. It'll go over the middle this time. Short crossing pattern gets him about 5 to 7 yards. Make it a 2nd and 3 on the end of that. So good drive so far for the Gladiators as they get Paul Dillevue a catch, his first of the game.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Vegas was playing deep. They're expecting St. Louis to go back to that same route as last time. St. Louis, you do what you logically do. You hit them underneath.
2nd and 3. Tight end to the left in this formation. Brown play action. Pump fake. Throw right side. Got the check down. Got a move forward, and they're going to give him the first down. That is very good work in the flats for Cairo Martinez as he has a short cross, has the first down, and they move the chains again.
Very simple play design. It was a little play action. Ended up dumping it off to the halfback. They only needed about 3 or 4 yards, and they got him.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. And a free play. Throw left side. Quick setup, quick strike. Not much to that one. We'll see what the penalty is, but it looks like it will likely be added on yardage to the end of the play.
Yeah, it seemed to be that Vegas jumped off sides.
Number 92, defense, 12-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
And they do accept the penalty, which will wipe away the Phil Coase catch. The tight end for the Gladiators, his 5 yards are taken away likely. Make it a 1st and 5 coming up. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Brown again, left side, has a man in the flat. That's Cairo Martinez. First down and more, out to the 24-yard line. They'll say the 23, and make it another first down. He has been the main cog in their machine in this offensive scheme so far, as they have a nice long drive to eat away a chunk of this first quarter.
Yeah, unlike their last time they had the ball where it was one play was all they needed, this time they're going on a much different, much slower route, but they're still working it just as well. Cairo Martinez, as you said, the center of this machine of football that St. Louis is operating.
4:36 left in this first quarter. Handoff to the fullback, and he gets lit up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, nothing doing for Christopher Dean, his first touch of the year.
Yeah, Christopher Dean, not a bad run from the fullback. That's kind of what you want to do with a fullback. You want to use him on either 1st or 3rd down. Just try and see what you can get, maybe set up a slightly better play.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. In the backfield is going to be Cairo. Vegas playing a run defense here. They're going to put it through the middle, and they're going to find Cairo. No change in the play. And I think Christian Brown maybe should have realized something was up there, and they fill the gaps nicely, talking about the defensive line. They'll stop him in the backfield.
Yeah, Las Vegas, with one of the younger defensive lines in this SFL. They have 2 defensive ends that are rookies that are new to the team this year, picked back-to-back in the SFL rookie draft just a few weeks ago.
Over the middle, deep and tipped, and incomplete. Very dangerous ball. Might have been intercepted with the right bounce. Either way, that one will go for naught. It is going to be 4th down and likely a kick coming from Beauchamp.
Yeah, Beauchamp, the new kicker here for St. Louis, replacing Taz von Wolfswinkel. This is going to be his first ever attempt on an SFL gridiron. Let's see how he does.
Left hash is where he's at. It's a 39-yarder from this spot. His counterpart, Matt Rage, missed one from just about the same spot a little while ago. Kick is up and on the way after a good hold. And it is good. It's up and through. His first attempt at an SFL field goal is up and good. And St. Louis has a 2-possession lead thanks to Bobby Ray Beauchamp.
Just a perfect kick. That thing could have gone for another 10, maybe even 15 yards, and it still would have been just as good. Bobby Ray Beauchamp, great kick. Welcome to the SFL, my lad.
That'll work, and then it'll give Vegas a chance to get back into this football game. For those just joining us, we had an interception on the first play from scrimmage on the Vegas offense. And this will be returnable from about the 8-yard line. Through the middle, Doug Britton gets taken down at about the 28-yard line. And that's where they'll start this drive. Linebackers knocked it around before the cornerback, Leather, got it. And he brought it home, or brought it down to the 2-yard line, and they then punched it in on a halfback pass. That was your only touchdown so far in this game. Matt Rage then later missed a field goal after the ensuing drive for Vegas. And that was still 7-0. We just saw Bobby Ray Beauchamp get a field goal from 39. Vegas is up, or Vegas is down right now. They're going to try to make that up a little bit. And a great start from Scott Johnson as he bumbles his way forward for 10+. Another first down as they get closer to midfield.
Scott Johnson keeping the wheels turning. This is kind of an interesting new look for Vegas, as over the last few years, they've really been known more for airing it out. They've been pretty much an air raid team, but now they're keeping it on the ground, and they're still going just as well.
Vegas looking for their first points of the new season in their home opener. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Joseph Green. 6 in the box defensively. Handoff Johnson trying to work to the left. Has a block, spin move, double spin move. And he's going to get down to about the 47-yard line and into St. Louis territory. So 2 rushes, and they're already on plus side territory. Good work from Scott Johnson. He's had a good day so far.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Also, Max Knight making the downfield tackle. That's not something you see every day from a defensive lineman. Good job for him.
79 yards on the ground so far for Scott Johnson. Very good start for him. This will be a short throw through the middle. Caught. Got a nice head of steam out to the 27. 28's where they're going to mark him. And a nice one for Mason Kirby, his first catch.
Yeah, Kirby was just beyond where the defense was expecting him to be. You see, he kind of almost creates a pocket here, and then with all that room in front of him, he just takes off and gets probably an extra 10 or so yards than he would have gotten otherwise.
Yards after catch. Definitely an underrated stat, being able to find yourself in open field and create open field with the football. Under center. Handoff Johnson. Not going to go anywhere. He's taken down at the 28-yard line. And that is, he still has a very nice average per carry, as you can see there. But he gets taken down very, very unceremoniously and creates a second and long scenario.
Yeah, Max Knight just came in and blew up the offensive lineman. Anyone could tell that play was going to be over before it started. And now it's 2nd and 11 for Vegas.
And that's going to be to the left. Tipped and intercepted again. Tip drill's working out really well. 2 spins and gets himself back to the 41-yard line. St. Louis has made Vegas turn the ball over twice, and they get another interception for David Leathers. He has been following the tips on these balls super well, and he gets another turnover here.
2 spins for on interception number 2 for number 22. David Leathers already making himself known to the SFL this season with just a spectacular performance so far.
All right, well now St. Louis, good field position to start. See if they can bring it down and get some more points on the board. Handoff. Cairo trying to move right side. He'll get taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing going on there. Good work from the St. Louis defense to turn offensive opportunities for Vegas into disappointments. That's been a big thing. Their turnover differential was very good a season ago as well, as they ranked 7th in the league in that category. That's a free play. Handoff for Cairo, breaks a tackle, gets taken down. That'll be wiped away on the neutral zone infraction that we'll see there. So it'll be a 1st and 5 coming up.
Yeah, you're just going to want to take the yards the ref gives you. 1st and 5 now for St. Louis.
So nothing much that the Fury can do except for maybe fix the issue. Second free play we've seen in this game.
Clearly the rookie jitters have not shed off for this very young Vegas defensive line.
Likely the last play we see in this first quarter. 2nd and 5. Brown to throw it. Heaves deep, right side, taking a shot. He's got an open man, and 6 points. That's a touchdown to the house for the St. Louis Gladiators. What a bomb down the left for Paul Dillevue to bring in.
That's the sort of play they were going to go short, and they just send one route going deep. Hey, we'll throw it to you if you're open. He made himself open, beat out Max Jackson, one of the greatest safeties in SFL history, and gets himself a touchdown. St. Louis looking to go up 3 scores, and it's not even the end of the first.
Yeah, likely a 17-0 scenario at the end of this extra point. Bobby Ray Beauchamp about to put it up into the air. See if he can complete that, but that's a heck of a start on the road for St. Louis. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. No issues there. So we're looking at a 3-score game right now in Vegas. Not what the Vegas faithful wanted to see. A team that ended up getting through the first round of the playoffs, talking about Vegas, won their wild card game, lost to the eventual champion Baltimore Vultures in the second round. And they're expecting big things from this roster, but this first quarter has not gone according to plan. But there's a lot of football yet to be played, not only in this game, but in this season as well.
Yeah, just one quarter does not define your season. And hopefully for Las Vegas, they'll turn it around. We've seen crazier things happen just today in terms of comebacks.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. It's been a wild and a raucous start to season 18. There's no doubt about that. As we get this new drive underway for the Fury, their biggest thing right now: take care of the football. You can't score if you don't take care of the football. And in this case, that they're going to need to start taking shots downfield before things get too far out of hand. I formation. Now this is the last play of the first quarter. Right side, that one's caught. Trying to keep it in the flat. Not much happening there. Just a quick 4-yard gainer. And an opportunity for A-Star Miramontes to touch the football for the first time this season. And that'll do it for the first frame. A 17-0 result in this first quarter for the Gladiators as they're up on the road. Fury have the football as we enter the second quarter. Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube this evening. One other game going on right now. It is Vancouver and Carolina. That game is in the second quarter, 21-13. The Legion have the lead in that one. That one's over on our sister channel, the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SimulationFL. If you want to do a dual screen effort, see both games going on at one time, that's going to be how you want to do that. But the time of possession very much been in the St. Louis corner, as Vegas's 2 turnovers have really been the big factor so far in this contest. 3 to the left, 1 to the right for Joseph Green. Southpaw throws deep left side. That one's going to be caught. Down the field he goes. Broken tackle at the 30 to the 20 down the sideline. He's taken down to the 17. That is a great start to this drive for the Vegas Fury. And John Blades citing his first catch on his first attempt.
What a great jump there from John Blades. Going up there. That's a ball that a quarterback likes to see spotted high, so that you can beat out a defender, and John Blades did just that. He is probably Joseph Green's favorite man on the field at this moment.
He's been targeted just the one time, but a big impact strike for him. He's going to line up again at the top of your screen. Mason Kirby, your guy down at the bottom of the screen. And a handoff to Scott Johnson, trying to work his way through the tackles. That's not going to happen. He's going to get taken down behind the line, loses a yard. It is 2nd and 11.
The defensive line for St. Louis following exactly where the offensive line wanted to take them. Unfortunately, that was right into the pathway of Scott Johnson, and St. Louis shuts down that attempt real quick.
Keenan Samuels on the stop there. High formation, handoff to Johnson again through the middle. Doesn't give himself as much momentum, but still finds a decent hole. Gets back the yardage he lost, and then some. 3rd and a few coming up. Vegas trying to punch it in. They're getting closer. Last time they were down this close to the end zone, they kicked a field goal that went awry. They could really use a score here. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Green is in the gun. Has the football, looks to throw. Throws, right side, corner of the end zone, tipped and incomplete. Not going to happen, looking for Mason Kirby, and he almost found Colin Douglas again.
That one was a very dangerous throw, and honestly, it looked to be thrown a little bit on the lower end. That was the same fundamental throw as what they started this drive with. You're supposed to high spot that ball. You're supposed to be beating out your defender, and now Matt Rage comes out for his 2nd attempt today. First one didn't go quite so well. Let's see how he goes on take 2.
38-yarder from this spot. See what he can knock through. Left hash. Goes on the left hash for his first kick as well. Snap is good, hold good. Kick up and on the way. It is up. And this one goes through with no issues, and nobody is more relieved on the field than that man right there, Matt Rage. They get 3 points out of it, get them back to a 2-score game.
Yeah, his name probably right now isn't exactly a fitting one, as instead of feeling rage, he's feeling relief.
Yeah, full of rage on the last kick. This one went through no problem, and the Fury will kick it away. Give the chance for St. Louis work themselves down the field. 17-3 game, but still a ton of football to be played. This will be returned from the 6. It'll be to about the 25-yard line. 26 is where they're going to mark him, and then we are looking at a 1st and 10 coming up in very short order. Christian Brown back on the field after a long touchdown pass. Found Paul Dillevue and made it count for 6. A drive ago. See what he has in store for the Vegas Fury defense on this drive. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Brown to throw it. Checks it left. That is caught. They're going to say it is a catch. A 4-yard completion. Not much to that one, but it does count for something at the very least. And the tight end Phil Coast will bring that one in.
Hey, it's a nice little tight end valve pass. Keeps the offense on schedule, and that's really all that you needed to do.
3 to the right. Defensive line moves a little bit to the left for Vegas. Brown to throw it. Fades one over the top, tipped and incomplete. A little bit of a tip drill. Nothing doing, as it looks like the safety came up to make that play. Knocks it down, and Vegas is one play away from possibly making a quick 3 and out of this. Max Jackson on the coverage and the knockaway. Pass deflect for him. 3 to the left, 1 to the right for Christian Brown. With him is Cairo to his left. Play action. Gonna get hit. He does. He's gonna get taken down at the 20-yard line. Christian Brown eats dirt, and the Gladiators will have to punt this one away. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Laquan Smith comes up and makes the hit.
Just a great run in there. Rolger Law just flying in basically off the top rope, and he just lays the hurt down on Christian Brown as Vegas now starting to get their legs back under them. Just a great little series of plays.
So punt upcoming. Going to set up the Fury with a decent bit of field position here. Trying to turn the tide of the momentum. The crowd is just itching for something to get loud about. See if they get the opportunity. Returnable. Return from Doug Britton is going to be a broken tackle, but then taken down at about the 38-yard line. And that is where the Fury will start this next drive out. But again, good field position for them. They've run it down for a field goal the last time out. They really want to punch this in. If they can do it, they will have a whole new ball game in front of them, which is exactly what they want at this point. Chance for Joseph Green and company to do just that. John Blades at the top of your screen. Next to him to his right, Mason Kirby in that formation. And off Scott Johnson through the middle. He's going to get taken down after about a 7-yard gainer. Make it 2nd and 3 coming up. Monday on Next Level Sports, the Simulation Football League has another doubleheader of football action to kick off the league's 18th season. First, Florida visits San Diego, two teams that have plenty to prove, before Jacksonville faces Florida for the first time. It's a celebration of the SFL's diversity, honoring the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Coverage starts at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Visit NLSE.com to find Next Level Sports in your area. That's going to be a run through the middle for Scott Johnson. A first down as he gets over the midfield stripe to the 45-yard line. Good start for him on this drive. He continues to work his way towards the century mark in this game.
Yeah, Scott Johnson still keeping things moving at a brisk pace, and if Las Vegas is going to come back into this game, he is clearly the engine that's driving this team forward.
He's been very good. That actually does put him over the century mark, 102 yards unofficially on 13 attempts. This will be a throw for Green, deep over the middle of the field, tipped again, and nearly intercepted, but didn't quite get there. That was dangerous. Mason Kirby in the middle of all that, your intended target. It'll hit the ground, 2nd down.
It seems to be that in general, whenever Joseph Green tries to sling it deep, he just seems to be struggling with really kind of finding the accuracy. He kind of almost is reminding me of like Brett Favre in a way, how he would just constantly try and go for something downfield, no matter like whether or not they were open or not.
Yeah, what the heck? John Blades is out there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Handoff, Scott Johnson. Works it between the tackles, gets hit hard just past the line of scrimmage. He will gain 3 and go no further than that. Good work from the St. Louis defense, good pursuit. And it'll be a chance for them to make a stand on 3rd down. Where is the play coming from? That's going to be the main question in the gun. Green has the football. Quick drop. Looks, throws over the middle. That one is tipped and nearly intercepted again. But another opportunity and another knockdown for the St. Louis defense as they make it happen once more. How about the St. Louis defense making a stand? Once Vegas gets into plus territory, they've really locked them down.
Yeah, and on that play in particular, Nicholas Warner, he saw where the play was going. He almost broke off his original receiver just to bat that one away. Came in like a speeding bullet. And now Vegas, they're going to have to punt.
Not ideal for Vegas as they came off a good 3rd down stop of their own on defense. They couldn't punch it in, get anything going on offense. So now they'll give the ball back to St. Louis, but not without a chance to pin them deep in their own territory. That's exactly what they'll do. This kick goes right, works it towards the sideline. It'll bounce at the 5-yard line, and it will get out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A perfectly placed punt, and that'll give the Gladiators not much room to work with the end zone in their shadow.
Dustin McGrack had an all-star appearance last year, and he's looking to go right back to the big game again and showing what he can do. These coffin corner kicks, you know, we had roster expansion over the last offseason to 23 players, and as rosters continue to grow, expect to see punters become more and more commonplace among SFL teams.
Play action in their own end zone. That's dangerous. Intercepted back at the 12-yard line, and Vegas is knocking on the door after they force the turnover. It's Max Jackson.
A very head-scratching play from the St. Louis offense. You typically don't throw it when you're in your own end zone. And while fear of a safety is the primary reason, that right there is reason number 2. You don't want to be giving it up to the defense. And now it's 1st and goal for Vegas.
Not ideal for St. Louis. This is a dangerous place to get pinned as they now are taking a look at the Vegas offense as a chance to put points on the board and get them back to within a score. Two to the left, one to the right for Joseph Green. Next to him is Scott Johnson. Handoff, Johnson through the middle, and he's into the end zone. That is a Vegas touchdown, and they have themselves back to within a single score.
Just when St. Louis thought they were going to scamper away with this game, Vegas basically just grabbed him by their collar and said, "You ain't going anywhere yet. This is still a football game," and now it's down to one score pending the PAT from Matt Rage.
Rage ready to put it up and through here in just a second, just south of 6 minutes left in this football game. Or in this first half, I should say. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through. No issue. 17-10, a close ball game in the Sin City. Chris Curtis, Jack Brown with you, Cameron Irvine on the buttons, Justin Reside, and I believe that is Stephen Hecker. Our statisticians back in the truck. Thank you to you gentlemen for making us look way smarter than we actually are. And a great welcome to all of you who are tuning in for the Vegas and St. Louis debut in season number 18. It's been a long off season. Glad to get back on the air and back on the field with Simulation Football League action. We're up and away from the 7-yard line, returnable. Nothing to it. Hit hard at about the 23-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark him. I'll say 25. Good lurch forward. We'll get them to that point. Good stuff. And now St. Louis has a chance to redeem themselves a little bit, get their offense back out on the field. They could really use a score here to get them back to being up 2 scores. But Vegas' momentum is definitely starting to ride here late in the second quarter. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Brown. Behind him, Cairo Martinez, play action, left side, and caught. Dangerous ball, but it is a completion. 2nd and 2 coming up, and a great throw to the left side.
Just a thread the needle sort of throw. Not a lot of room he had to work with, but gets it to Eagle Mondavi for his first catch of this young season.
3rd time they've targeted him today. First time we see him in the catch category. 8 in the box defensively right now for Vegas. Makes you wonder if they're going to send some extra help, and they will. Cairo Martinez does not care how many they send at him, though. He will still get the first down, and just shy of the 40-yard line is where he'll end up. 1st and 10 for the Gladiators.
Just a simple run right up the middle. They needed the yardage, and they needed to get their wheels back under them. And Cairo Martinez, he's a great man to be used as that confidence builder, because that's who he's been throughout his 4 seasons so far at St. Louis.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. A little fade over the middle, and it's caught. Found the seam just north of the 40-yard line to the 41. What a ball for Paul Dillevue to bring down. 1st and 10 for St. Louis, and they're in blessed territory.
Dillevue just seems to be doing nothing more than just making these great catches, making it in traffic as well. And, well, St. Louis moves the chains once again.
St. Louis not quite able to keep up the great start that they had. Good job for Vegas to kind of weather the storm a bit. But now St. Louis trying to respond. It'll be another play action. They'll let going that way. Finds the seam in the middle of 2 Vegas Fury defenders. And that's another catch for Dillevue as he brings that one down just north of the 30. I'm sorry, that's the tight end. Couldn't either way to just north of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice throw. 2nd and 1.
Christopher Dean check that on the reception. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Another play action. Moves up in the pocket as he gets taken down. Sam Yeager, the defensive end, brings him in, and that is going to cause a loss of yardage that puts them back a bit for sure and puts them on their back heels, talking about the Gladiator offense.
Yeager, one of the 2 defensive ends drafted back-to-back by Vegas, and he welcomes himself to the league with a huge sack.
5 wide for Christian Brown. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw it. Quick drop. Heaves it over the middle. That one's tipped and intercepted. 2 interceptions for Christian Brown now as it's back at the Vegas 5-yard line this time. But either way, great turnover forced, and the offense for Vegas back out on the field. Merrick Atera coming up with a big turnover.
Atera, another one of the many all-stars that Vegas has, and he just got it off the tip from Eagle Mondavi. His hands must have turned to bricks or something there, as it's now Vegas's ball, 1 possession down, 95 yards to tie it. or actually 93.
Yeah, as they're at the 7-yard line at this point. Scott Johnson in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He's going to be working through the left side. Gets taken down after a 5-yard effort. And it'll be 2nd and 5 coming up in fairly short order. But good work so far from Vegas, again, to weather that storm. Now they have a chance to get back and get even in this football game. But a nice run there from Scott Johnson to give them a little room to operate here from their own 12. 8 in the box defensively for the Gladiators. I formation. Green. Handoff. Johnson. Left side. Works a first down out of it. Tries to stay upright. Can't do it. Get taken down at the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Fury there.
Scott Johnson already passed the century mark. He's just adding on more and more. Looking much unlike himself. As I said earlier, Vegas not known for running the ball. Today, though, it's what's keeping them in the game.
7.3 average. Every time he touches the ball, he goes a minimum of 7 yards. That's crazy, at least on an average per se. This is going to be a chance for Vegas. And to the right side, put it in Johnson's hands again. Why not? He'll get himself 4 more yards. Make it 2nd and 6, coming up all the way down to the 34. 24.
Swinging it out to the halfback. That's a play that you see very commonly here in the SFL. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book, and that's why it is. It can get you a reliable couple of yards.
Yeah, defenders start to key on it, though. Watch out. It could be a pretty easy pick 6 if it's red. 3 in the backfield for Joseph Green. Johnson, left side, gets through the hole. He's got plenty of green in front of him. Midfield, 45-40. Down the sideline he goes. He'll get taken down at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Fury, in Gladiator territory. As Scott Johnson does it again, he's getting close to $150 on the ground.
Scott Johnson was able to read the blocks, went right through the hole, and he was basically gone from that moment. St. Louis, however, able to catch up. They had those defenders deep, and that's another one of those reasons why it's not just for pass coverage, but you can also stop the run.
Actually 171 unofficially, so he's over the 150 mark. He's closing in on 200, and we haven't even hit halftime yet. This will be the last play likely before the 2-minute warning. In fact, that'll be it, as the 2-minute warning is upon us. It's a 17-10 game, but Vegas starting to show some momentum in a 17-10 affair. They have a chance to get it back even. This is the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. It's week 1, and the Fury down 7 to the Gladiators. 2 in the backfield. Johnson and Miramontes are back there. Green has the football. 5-step drop. Wings it over the middle. That one's caught to the 10-yard line, down to the 6. They're going to mark him down at the 7-yard line anyway. Great pass and catch over the middle of the field as Scott Fowle makes his first catch of the season.
Scott Fowle, another one of those young rookies drafted in the 1st round by Vegas. He was the result of that little pick swap they did with Charleston in the 1st round. And, well, he's already making himself known.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. 2 in the backfield with Green. Knocking on the door, throwing short, trying to get him closer to the end zone. Gains a yard, not much more than that. But it is indeed a catch. So something moving in a positive direction. Another one for Fowle.
Fowle making himself known in these last 2 plays. It's 2nd and goal.
2 to the right. Johnson's in the backfield. Miramontes. Johnson gets a handoff, trying to work his way through the middle, and he's in to the house. That's a Fury touchdown, and they're 1 extra point away from crawling all the way back to tie up the game at 17.
Scott Johnson just ripped through the defensive line of St. Louis. And again, as you said, 1 point away from this being all tied up, and we thought that St. Louis was going to scamper away with this after 1 quarter.
181 all-purpose yards today for Scott Johnson. Unofficially, of course. 19 attempts in this first half. He's got 2 scores to go with a 9.3 average on the ground. That is ridiculous from that man. He's all over the place and has been since the onset of this game. Matt Rage, extra point up, extra point good. And we have ourselves an even score line at just shy of the end of this first half. really a tale of two quarters, Jack. St. Louis owned the first quarter, and there was zero doubt about that, but Vegas has taken possession of all of the momentum and given their crowd something to cheer on as they've come all the way back in this second quarter and basically given us a whole new ball game headed into the locker rooms.
Yeah, it was looking like a blowout briefly, but now they've roped it back in, and Las Vegas doing pretty well in the second quarter, looking almost as good, if not better, than St. Louis did in the first.
You talk about the turnover battle, both these teams top 10 in takeaways from a season ago. They've traded 2 each at this point. Two interceptions for Vegas in the first quarter, 2 interceptions for the Gladiators in the second quarter. And now St. Louis tries to work themselves in the 2-minute drill, get some more points, and maybe give themselves a lead going into the locker rooms. That would be key to kind of end the rattling that they hear as the Fury have caught up to them. That's going to be through the middle for Cairo Martinez. Not much to it. And it'll be a 5-yard gainer, second and 5.
Yeah, not a bad run. Just a great way to start off your drive. Simple as, and not much more on top of it.
No timeout taken there. Looking like they may just give up on this first half. The Gladiators do get the ball back at the start of the second half, remember. Split backs for Christian Brown. Handoff. Martinez. He's going to move left in between the tackles. Not much to that. Another run play. No timeout taken. That's exactly what we're going to have happen, is they're going to work down this clock. Another run forward. Cairo may have the first down. He will. First down and 10. That will likely be the last play we see. 5 seconds left. Nope, they're going to do one more. Okay. He's going to have some room to go. Broken tackle. And they take a timeout for some reason. It looks like they're just going to try to heave-ho it, see if they can get some points at the end of the first half. But an interesting decision there to do so.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not exactly the wrong decision. You want to get the points that you can and then go into the locker room. And for St. Louis, they had 1 tick left, and now they can heave it deep.
See where they're at. See what kind of launch that Christian Brown can get on this football. You figure they're getting the ball back. You figure you don't want to injure anybody. Just head into the locker room, but they're going to give it a shot. Moving them downfield. Brown heaves it up. Right side. That one is incomplete. And that is going to be the end of the first half as Max Jackson will knock that one down to the turf. His 3rd pass deflect of this football game. So, the single bar city St. Louis Gladiators are tied up with the Las Vegas Fury at the end of 2 quarters of play. A Jekyll and Hyde first half. Jack Brown, why don't you break it down for us as we get to the halftime report?
Yeah, so far it's been a tale, as you said, of 2 wildly different halves, and it almost breaks it dead even. It started out with a pick by St. Louis. As you can see right here, Joseph Green lobs it around and it just gets taken the other way by the Gladiators. 1 play later, they are up on the board 7-0. Then after that, of course, Vegas drove down the field, but it was a missed field goal by Matt Rage that kept the scoreline at 7-0. Then St. Louis went right back down the field, got 3 points off the foot of Bobby Ray Beauchamp, his first kick in the SFL, minors or majors, and he made it look easy as can be. And really from there, it flipped on its head after a touchdown from St. Louis. Vegas got a field goal to start things off and then just put on the gas with 2 consecutive touchdowns, and then we are left with where we are, 17-all between these 2 ball clubs.
Very, very good half from both of these teams defensively, as the turnover party really got started on the first play from scrimmage, as St. Louis got an interception that put them on the 5-yard line very, very easily. The longest play resulting in a score was a 56-yard touchdown pass to Paul Dillevue, and that was from St. Louis quarterback Christian Brown. That was their 2nd touchdown of the half. That was the most exciting play of that first half so far. We look for more quick strike offense plays going into this third quarter, as the third quarter has more questions than answers. We basically start from scratch with some learning experiences on both sides. Both teams' jitters, I think, are officially gone. Now we're going to start to see these two offenses and defenses really loosen up and start to take the chances.
Yeah, what's really good about this is that we are, again, as you said, basically back at square one, 17 apiece. Neither of these two teams can really say they know that much about each other, since they got so radically different perspectives in the two quarters. Maybe they know each other at their highest, their lowest, but they don't really know what they look like just on any given day. It's going to be a very fascinating second half football here, Chris Curtis. I can't wait.
It'll be a lot of fun, no doubt about that, as these two teams getting ready to get back out on to the field. Third quarter about to get underway, and welcome back to those of you just joining us for the first time. This is the Simulation Football League. Lots of things to catch up on as far as you just joining in. If you guys are seeing us for the first time, it's a lot to really digest, but it's a lot of fun as well. I'm sure that those in the chat will be more than happy to introduce you to it. From the 6-yard line, this will be a return back to about the 26, and that is where the first drive of the second half is going to get underway. St. Louis has the football and another chance to take the lead here at the start of this third. And Christian Brown really needs to work out the jitters he had in the second quarter. Maybe a locker room visit at the halftime mark would have done him some good. Offside I formation from him on the first play from scrimmage. See where they end up. Handoff. Cairo Martinez breaks a tackle. Tries to break three. He's going to get taken down actually at the line of scrimmage. Could not get any farther forward. Great pursuit to the ball. And Max Jackson made the initial hit.
Yeah, it seems to be that Las Vegas knew exactly what St. Louis were doing. They read where the eye was. They read where the strong side of the play was. And they just bit down on that side. It was a pretty simple play from a defensive coordinator standpoint.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Brown has the football. Quick drop, throw, right side. A little bit of a sidearm, but it is going to be a catch. No issue there. Make it a second down. Not much more to it than that. And it'll be second and 3. Second and 6, sorry.
Not a bad throw at all. Gets the yards back that you lost and then some. Paul Delavu continuing to have a good game.
We're 5 wide already for Christian Brown. Gonna take a chance. Throws it short. Trying to get the first down. I think he's gonna be short. He is. It's gonna be 3rd and inches. This is a big play coming up. Eagle Mondavi on the catch. His second catch in a row. Nothing doing past that. He gets stopped at the yellow line.
Great defense from Las Vegas. They knew what the assignment was. Just don't let St. Louis get past that yellow marker. And for the first time today, I think St. Louis is going to have to punt it away.
They are. Vegas is going to be back deep to return it. Doug Britton is back there. Low snap, handled well. Left foot gets into it. Good kick as well. Gets all the way down to about the 25. Britton with a spin, 2 spins. He's going to try to break another tackle. He gets all the way down to the 34-yard line. They'll say the 35. Great return from Britton. He has a way to make something out of nothing. He did it a few times last season. He had a game where he had multiple scores for touchdowns on returns. And that was, I believe, 2 of them he had. It just could not touch him on that day. And he looks like he could break one at any moment. John Blades, bottom of your screen. He's one to take a look at. Mason Kirby next to him in the slot. Joseph Green has the football in hand. Hands it off to Scott Johnson, who's had a whale of a first half. And he has another good start to a second half here. It's 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard gainer.
Scott Johnson back at it again. It seems to be that the halftime rest didn't impact him at all. Got a little bit more juice in the system, and he's ready to go.
2 scores, 185 yards unofficially for him. As you see the totals on screen there, he is really vaulted the Vegas rushing attack in this contest. Johnson again works the outside, breaks the tackle, but then it gets taken down just past the yellow marker for a 1st and 10. As they get closer to midfield and starting to work a drive together here. He's been the main cog in the machine in all of their long drives so far.
Yeah, he has more attempts just on the ground than anyone else really on the team has combined, even including all the passing receptions and the incompletions by Joseph Green.
Green over the middle, deep and caught. That is a Mason Kirby catch in a big bit of traffic over the middle. The outstretched arms bring it in, and it's 1st and 10 in St. Louis territory, and they are moving the ball downfield at a frenetic pace.
Mason Kirby has been kind of struggling today when it comes to receptions, given how many times he's been targeted. But that time, he's able to get the outstretched arms and grabbing it before going down, and makes it a 1st and 10. Ball's now on the 31-yard line.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Chance for Green to make something happen. Handoff, Scott Johnson. Tries to work it in the hole. Is not going to work. Good job of the defensive line to get to him. Take him down before he can get too far. And it will be a loss of yards for the first time in a while.
Yeah, and the man responsible is Mark Gronek, jumping on top of Scott Johnson, and it's 2nd and 11 for Vegas.
Second tackle for loss in this football game for Gronek. Defensive line moves up. Maybe sending some extra help. May not matter. Johnson to the outside. Tries a spin. Gets taken down halfway through it. And about the 24-yard line. 23 is with a Markham just outside the red zone. Make it 2nd and 2. 3rd and 2, sorry.
Nice way to make up for lost yardage.
High formation. 1 to the right. That's Mason Kirby. John Blades to the left. A-Star Miramonte is the middleman. Handoff Johnson. Got the 1st down and 1 more as he's going to get taken down at the 20-yard line. Actually, they'll say the 21. Either way, 1st down and 10 for the Fury as they're knocking on the door and certainly are within a range to take the lead at this point.
Perfect run by A-Star Miramontes. That's what you want a fullback to do. Nothing too crazy. You don't want it to be doing this, that, and the other. But they get the point. They get the yardage and they get the 1st down.
The outside, put it in Johnson's hands again. Why not? He's going to bowl through 1, but he still gets taken down. As another chance for a takedown. Mark Gronek, a good tackle to stay with Johnson and keep him on his back.
Let's go. 2nd and 7 from 18 yards.
2nd and 7. Fury still have a chance. They're inside the red zone. They would love to get 7 points here. Continue the momentum they had in the 2nd quarter. Joseph Green sees something at the line. He calls a new play. Handoff. Left side. That is going to be a rush to the left for Johnson. Gets a couple. Not much more than a couple to that. It'll be 3rd in a medium chance here as the linebacking core gets up. Rodney Panani on the hit.
If that's what happened after Joseph Green saw and what he saw and needed to modify, I would have hated to have seen what would have happened had he not modified it.
That would have been an issue. Handoff Johnson again. He's getting the ball the majority of the time because the majority of the time things happen that are good when he has the ball in his hands. This time, though, he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 2. And a chance, about a 34-yard attempt for a field goal coming up here, likely for Matt Rage, who was 1 for 2 today. From the left hash, chance for the Fury to take the lead for the first time today. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. 33 yards officially. Gets the Fury the lead, 20 unanswered points for the Las Vegas Fury has put them up by 3 in this 3rd quarter.
Not a bad kick at all from Matt Rage, and now for Las Vegas, playing with the lead for the first time this year, must feel good for him.
Definitely good stuff from the Fury to be able to crawl all the way back, take the advantage. Now they'll see if their defense can hold the 3-point lead that their offense has given them. Returnable from the 7. Out to about the 15 to the 20. You're taken down at the 23-yard line. Actually, they'll mark them at the 25. And that is that for Kaufman. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6 97 Sports Promotions and the SFL. 3 to the left. Looking to throw over the middle of the field. Tipped, and another interception. 3 tipped picks for the Vegas defense, and Brown has turned it over again. He has not been able to get over the issues he had in the first half. It is Mericatera, his second interception of the day.
Christian Brown, after starting off so well, now flipped the script and is thrown 3 straight picks, as you said. And for Mericatera, another great interception for him. He's been around this league for a while. Minority owner of the Fury, just made his 3rd All-Star game appearance the last season, looking to go back.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Joseph Green. Trying to put their foothold in this game, and that is going to be a completion to the left. And that'll get them not very much. Quick 5-yard sling. And the backup receiver coming in, making the play. It'll be a second and medium.
2nd and 6 from 50-yarder.
Under center, 2 in the backfield for Joseph Green. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. To the outside, Scott Johnson, 2 spins, tries to break through 3 more people. Didn't work. He at least gets back to the original line of scrimmage. No further than that, but at least he didn't lose any yards.
That can be kind of the downside of those sorts of plays, that while they can get you some decent yardage, they're also fairly inefficient, and that's the main problem that a lot of teams find with them.
Johnson's actually somewhere in there, but right now it's Joseph Green in the gun by himself. Looking to throw deep left side. That one's caught down to the 25-yard line. John Blades, your man to watch there. Perfect matchup, perfect throw, and a great catch. Gets them into St. Louis territory.
John Blades living up to his name, helping Joseph Green cut up the secondary of St. Louis as he just beat out the man covering him, and he's going to pick up the first down. Roger Law, valiant effort from the man, but just didn't work out. 1st and 10, Vegas.
They're knocking on the 25-yard line at the moment. Throw deep right side, looking for Mason Kirby, and they've got him. What a grab at the 8-yard line. And they believe, no, yeah, it is 1st and goal. I thought that for some reason the camera shifted and didn't actually give him the completion. Either way, that is a Mason Kirby catch, and they have it 1st and goal at about the 7-yard line.
That almost looks like the definition of what I like to call a health insurance pass, which basically means you send your receiver out, you throw him out there, and, well, basically you hope the health insurance pays off for whatever hit they receive after that.
Yikes. Hope he got coverage. It's offside I formation here for the Fury. Handoff. Johnson gets hit immediately. Taken down. Can't move his way forward. He's stuck at the 10-yard line.
Not a fundamentally bad play call from Vegas. Scott Johnson given the assignment to basically try and get as many yards as you reasonably can and don't fumble the football. Unfortunately for them, though, they go backwards and they got 9 yards to Pater.
210 on the ground for Scott Johnson in this football game. Lost 2 on that one. Left side. That one's caught, not in bounds. And that'll be 3rd and goal coming up. Looks like John Blades just couldn't get the footwork.
Yeah, it seemed to be that it was just a half second too late on the throw from Joseph Green, as John Blades was already out of bounds by the time the ball got to him. So it's 3rd and goal. They need 9 yards for the tutty.
In the gun. Johnson to his left, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. The one to the right is Mason Kirby. John Blades, bottom of your screen. Looks to throw it over the middle instead. Got him! Touchdown! Vegas scores again, and they'll take the lead and make it a 2-score game. Talk about flipping the script. That's exactly right. They're closing in on 27 unanswered points.
Doug Britton, that's his first catch today. Went a little bit low-key on the receiving front, but when he first made himself known, he made himself known to everybody in the stadium. And now Vegas looking to go up by 10 as we near the end of the 3rd.
St. Louis losing all the momentum here. The momentum they carried through all the first quarter, but the Fury crowd and just some changes in procedure. definitely have gotten them back into it, and now they own all of the momentum in this game as Matt Rage puts another point up through. It is a 10-point ball game, and St. Louis has to get 2 scores to come back into it. But right now, the defense for Vegas playing very well and forcing turnovers, which has been key.
Yeah, so far it has been 27 unanswered points for Las Vegas. They have just been on fire ever since they got down 17-0, and St. Louis, they're looking for something to get back going.
Kaufman will bring this back up to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Christian Brown and company will start this next drive. All 3 of Christian Brown's interceptions, and actually both of Joseph Green's as well, have been on tip drill, have been on balls that have been deflected up into the air. Hard to blame the quarterback for all of those, but the situation stands that the defense has been making plays on both sides of the football so far in this game. Now is a chance, though, for St. Louis to really start to reverse tide here, get themselves going. Quick slant pass out to the left. That is caught. 9-yard completion, gets them 2nd and inches. Not much more than that. This one for Paul Delavu.
Delavu getting a nice 9.5-yard gain. St. Louis looking to get back on track, and that's a good way to start.
Tight defensive look from Vegas. Looks like they'll send some extra help, and they'll get to Cairo. Cairo gets taken down in the backfield, making it a 3rd and, well, not very good. They're going to say 3rd and 1. I think that spot was a little bit generous, but either way, they'll give him a chance here. Now the Vegas crowd gets a chance to get loud. Fury faithful on their feet, trying to will their team to a defensive stop at a time where they could really use it. 2 to the left for Christian Brown. Handoff. Cairo, first down, keeping the drive alive, and the Gladiators will move forward.
One of the most interesting things about being a halfback is the fact that you have to make those split-second decisions that can really make or break a ball game. And for Cairo Martinez, he made the decision correctly, and St. Louis now stays out on the field thanks to him.
2 in the backfield with Christian Brown. In the gun. Has the football on first down. And the pressure is coming, and he's thrown down to the turf at the 30-yard line. Big sack there for the defensive line to get home. And that is perfectly done for the Vegas line. It is A.K. Jones, the defensive tackle, coming up to make the hit.
He basically came in uninterrupted, was running about as fast as you'll ever see a lineman go. And Christian Brown was so far back that he didn't have anywhere to go. 2nd and 17.
2nd and a mile, and they've got 5 wide. Looking to throw it. Brown has plenty of time. Heave-ho over the middle. It's a catch, and he is gone on his way to the house. That is touchdown city for Single Bar City. And the St. Louis Gladiators get a timely touchdown, get themselves back in this football game.
Not exactly sure what Eagle Mondavi was trying to do with the football there, but what a spectacular throw. Just goes right over the top of the defense, beats out the 2 safeties back there, and basically the second that he caught it, he was gone. That was going to be a touchdown no matter what. And for St. Louis, they bring it back to possibly within 3.
Just like that, we have ourselves a pretty close to a new ball game. It'll be a chance for Beauchamp to get an extra point up in the air for the Gladiators. Kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. So that'll get it back to a 3-point contest. But give the Fury back the football. St. Louis has quieted this crowd a bit. Vegas still ahead. So at least there's that. And that brings us to an exciting end to the 3rd quarter of play. It's a 3-point game. Fury up over the St. Louis Gladiators. 2 playoff teams duking it out, trying to see who gets their season 18 off to a good start. St. Louis will kick it away to start this 4th quarter. The Fury will move left to right across your screen as we get this 4th frame underway. Britton back deep for the return. And he will have it from about the 6-yard line. The 20 moves through the middle, now left of the 25 to the 28-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 29, and it'll be 1st and 10 from there. Joseph Green back on to the field. A good day for him. Take away the 2 interceptions. Touchdown and 2 interceptions to his stat line right now. $155 through the air, 12 for 19, just throwing just over 63% on the completion percentage. Not a bad day at the office for him. His team is ahead after all. Split backs, handoff Scott Johnson. And he will go next to nowhere. Gets a yard, no more than that. But part of the reason that Joseph Green's day has been not as stressful as it could be, Jack Brown, is because of the efforts of Scott Johnson.
Yeah, they've been able to put a lot of the responsibilities on Scott. Typically, Las Vegas, in seasons past, I've said before, they've been overly reliant on Joseph Green. And while it got the playoffs and got him a playoff win, you can't be super reliant on one side of the ball or the other. And now Scott Johnson really asserting himself in this first game as possibly one of the top running backs in this league.
And he is definitely making a claim if you take a look at this. I mean, he's doing this against one of the top, or actually the top rushing defense in the league from a season ago. They only gave up 65 yards a game a season ago. Talking about St. Louis, they were top ranked in that category across the league. That's tipped and incomplete. That one could have been intercepted and probably brought all the way back, as it was Samuels who had a hand on it, couldn't bring it in, and it'll be 4th down. The Fury will punt.
It was kind of one of those times where you're just caught out of position and you're like, well, I got to do something about it. And you bat your arm into the air, the ball goes down, and for Vegas, they're going to have to punt.
And it'll give St. Louis back the ball with a chance to maybe reverse tide and take the lead again. That would be something. 27-24 as it sits right now. Coffin back deep for the return. And he will have it from about the 24-yard line. And gets it to about the 26, no further than that. So that is going to set up Christian Brown with another chance to bring it downfield. His longest play from scrimmage, a 56-yard bomb in the first quarter to Paul Dillevue that ended up getting them their second touchdown of the day. Wouldn't mind seeing him take a shot here on 1st down, Jack.
Would not mind that at all.
Over the middle.
Drop back from Christian Brown.
Nothing to, well, you got a small completion over the middle, 7-yard completion. We'll get the ball moving forward towards the midfield stripe. So at least there's something there. 2nd and 3 as the Gladiators start to move forward. Under center's Brown. Handoff through the middle, not going to happen. That's a takedown. Tyro Martinez can't really go anywhere in that spot. 3rd and 4. And the Gladiators are at risk of possibly wasting this opportunity before they have to punt it back.
Yeah, Vegas basically plugged the hole, took him down. It was not really that much required out of the Fury.
Under center. Handoff Cairo trying to work his way through the middle. 1st down and more. Broken tackle. He gets close to the 45 to the 47-yard line. Or to the 43-yard line, apologies. And Cairo moves the chains again. He's been pretty clutch in those short yardage situations.
Yeah, typically in years past is where you've more seen Cairo Martinez work as a little bit more of a 3rd down back. Obviously, since we currently only have, all teams but one only have one running back here in the SFL, they kind of have to do a lot more than just being a 3rd down back. But Cairo Martinez, in that skill set, is probably one of the best at it in this league.
Oh, a designed run forward for Christian Brown. He's got himself 7 yards. That's an interesting call at that point. Throw it all out there on week 1, I suppose. He's got himself a good start to this chain movement.
Yeah, and you can almost kind of tell that that was going to happen because Las Vegas, I don't know if you saw it, Chris, but they basically moved all the linebackers right up onto the line. They knew St. Louis was going to just do a quick handoff or a quick run.
Left side, caught, trying to get the 1st down. He's going to be short. That's not how they wanted that one to go, as Christopher Dean is going to be close, but not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and inches coming up.
Not a bad play by Christopher Dean, just not quite enough for the first. Expect probably another handoff to either Martinez or Dean, as, well, this is the same formation they did the QB sneak out of last time.
3-point game. We could definitely see that. Another sneak forward and a first down gotten by Christian Brown. 2 sneaks in 2 positive yardage plays. None bigger than that one for the Gladiators as they move the chains.
I saw it coming from a mile away once they lined up in that formation. It's a very interesting play call. Not a lot of teams really do designed QB runs apart from, I know Sioux Falls did it a few years ago, but St. Louis might be bringing it back into the fray in the SFL.
That one's caught towards the 20-yard line. The Gladiators are moving the football. Maricatera nearly had a chance to make a play on it. Couldn't get it done, and Eagle Mondavi has it over the middle.
Eagle Mondavi, that's the same play that got him that huge touchdown grab earlier. Except this time, Maricatera and Max Jackson were already on top of him and took him down as St. Louis is within the 20.
From the 17-yard line. 2 to the right, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Brown is in the gun by himself. Looking to throw this. Does he try to go for Pater on this play? Trying to give the Gladiators the lead. Moves in the pocket, throws short, has a completion. It's a 5-yard completion over the middle of the field. Crossing pattern proves to be a good one, and they will get a good chunk of yardage moving forward as they have a 2nd and medium coming up.
That was a nice play from St. Louis, basically send the full house deep. They probably weren't even necessarily intending to go for the touchdown. They were just intending to get those simple yards, and now it's 2nd and 5.
Chance for Cairo, left side. He's in. There's a touchdown. There's a flag on the play, so we'll see where that is. But right now, St. Louis has come all the way back to take the lead.
We're going to have to see what this flag is, though, Curtis.
It's a face mask. Face mask on the defense. It is a touchdown. They'll decline the penalty. And don't look now, but we have ourselves a 4-point game after the extra point as long as there's no issues.
You know, you'd think with how little plastic is on the St. Louis Gladiators face mask, they would actually be somewhat less common for it to happen. But I guess also when you literally just have a handle strapped to your face, it would happen at some point,
I mean,
right?
There's that, but I mean, you could really say it's not a face mask penalty, just say it's a face penalty at that point. You probably you had fingers in the eyes, fingers up the nose. You know, it's not a pretty sight when you get your fingers that close to a man's face. That's going to be up and through, and St. Louis does indeed come all the way back to take a 4-point advantage. Now it's crunch time for Las Vegas in their home stadium, in their home opener. They're going to have the football with a chance to come down and take the lead right back in crunch time in this 4th quarter.
This is exactly what we were thinking was going to happen. It's been a seesaw sort of game all night long between these two teams. Less than 6 minutes to go. Vegas getting the ball back, and the game is nowhere near decided.
6 yards deep. He's going to have it on the left. Chance for Britton. He's going to take it out to the 27-yard line, and that's where he is stopped. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life. Inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore the library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Under center, Joseph Green, biggest drive so far in this early season. Right side, that was dangerous, but it does end up in the hands of A-Star Miramontes as he gets himself some yardage moving forward. It is a 6-yard completion, 2nd and 4.
Nice little bit of power from A-Star Miramontes, just turning the legs, keeping it moving, and he gets the first down. He doesn't get the first down, but he does get a good chunk of yardage.
Six in the box defensively for St. Louis. Under center is Joseph Green. 2 in the backfield. Has the football. Quick drop, throw right side. That one is caught. Falling down at the same time is going to be Doug Britton. He has a first down, though. That's key as they move the chains.
Yeah, Vegas currently looking to take as little time off the clock as possible, which is a very, I would say, almost counterintuitive model to what you would usually be running at a time like this. He probably was intending to get out of bounds, though, so it's kind of hard to tell.
2 to the left and 1 to the right. Left side, deep in, tipped. Oh, man. That was taken out of the hands of Doug Britton by the hit from the cornerback there. That was close to being another interception, but it goes for naught. It's 2nd and 10.
That's the sort of hit that just takes the wind out of you. He goes up there, sends the lungs, sends the rib cage, and then just gets whacked right in the torso. He's going to be feeling that one for at least the next few minutes.
Under center. Hand off. Johnson moves his way through the middle, trying to get forward again, but he's going to get taken down. 4-yard gainer. Still positive yardage for the MVP of this game for the Fury offense, and he'll have a 2nd and 6 coming up, or 3rd and 6 coming up for his team.
Vegas are really going to need this 3rd down, probably the biggest play of this game so far.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff. Johnson is going to get taken down. 4th down. Now it's decision time. Good stuff from the St. Louis defense to force them into the situation. Now, if you're Vegas, do you punt it and leave it to your timeouts and your defense? They're going to go for it. This is a clutch decision right here. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Do they snap the football? I'd assume they do. They do. Johnson through the middle. He's taken down, and St. Louis is going to take over on downs. It's Mark Groenick who makes the stop, and they'll get the ball back.
I agree with the idea, Curtis, to go for it on 4th down. I just don't agree with the play call. If it was 4th and 1, that would have been perfectly fine. It probably would have gotten them the first, but you had too many yards separating you two. Now you basically have to pray that your defense can get a 3 and out.
Vegas does have 3 timeouts. Keep that in mind. 2 in the backfield. Handoff. Cairo. They're going to be utilizing him for a bit as they will get forward. They'll say 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Interesting spot. Jones on the stop. And it'll be 2nd and long. 3 and 42 left in this 4th quarter of play. So the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts for Vegas. Looking like a run play for St. Louis again. It'll be a pass. Brown gets it out to Cairo Martinez on the outside. Oh, bunches through 1, but he's taken out of bounds. And that's important because it stops the clock at about the 3:17 mark. 3rd and 1 coming up, but now the defense can huddle up and maybe try to make a play.
Not a bad move at all. And for Vegas' defense, that's kind of what you wanted to do. You wanted to, at the bare minimum, get him out of bounds. But now it's time for that young defensive line to step up and make a huge play on 3rd and 1.
Split backs, handoff, 1st down and more. Cairo Martinez again. He has been absolutely clutch in those scenarios and again moves the chains when they needed it most. 1st and 10 in plus territory.
What a beautiful run by Cairo Martinez. And for St. Louis now, they're nearly in a situation where they can at least kick a field goal and take a 7-point lead. They just need to not turn the ball over.
It's been a bit of a challenge for both of these rosters so far. Going to kill as much time as they can. Vegas still has not called a timeout yet. Cairo through the middle, nothing doing. They'll likely let him bring it down all the way to the 2-minute warning before making a play on it. Jones on the stop again. 2nd and long.
Not a bad play at all. Gets the time moving, and the clock is still getting drained. This will probably be taken to the 2-minute warning.
Yep, that's exactly. There's a couple seconds between the play clock and the 2-minute warning at this point. See how long they let it go for. They will snap it early. Handoff for Cairo. Gets himself another 7 yards. Make it 3rd and 3. I'm going to say 3rd and 1 on the lurch forward. Interesting spot on that one as well. So here we go. Down to the 2-minute warning we go. And now just 120 seconds left in this football game. St. Louis moving the ball. They are in range to kick a field goal that would put a 7-point lead on the board. And they are very close to being able to put this game away. At this point, a 1st down may end it.
Another big play coming up for this Vegas D-line. They need the stop here desperately.
Offset eye, handoff. Cairo Martinez through the hole, and he's in there That is a first down again. Gets the first down. Las Vegas calls their first of 3 timeouts. And now the waiting game starts to happen as they start to drain this clock even more. And probably some victory formation huddles coming up in just a second.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they try and run it a few more times because this is still competitive. They're going to need to at least kick a field goal to make this more comfortable. And there's enough time where even if they drain the clock completely out with Vegas' timeouts, there's still going to be probably a good 45 seconds left.
Handoff through the middle. Nothing doing. Another timeout called by Vegas. And now we come to our 2nd and long scenario. Do they dare throw in this situation, or do they wait for 3rd down, I guess is the question. Because like you said before, there's still some time. They need a first down to end this game.
I'd say you keep it on the ground. Keep it on the ground. You keep it a little bit more on the conservative side. I think Bo Shaw can make a field goal from this distance. And if your goal is to burn their timeouts, that's what you want to do. And this free play.
That's exactly what the Fury did not need. And they will stop the clock at the very least. But not exactly the master recipe, as that'll be an offside call.
66, defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So 2nd down repeats.
Yeah, they don't lose the down, but they do lose 5 yards. They need to hold them to less than 5 yards on 2 plays. Something that they've shown so far they've not been really capable of doing.
3 passing touchdowns on the day for Christian Brown. In a 31-27 game. Handoff. Cairo again. Left side. Didn't get the first down. 2 yards short. Las Vegas takes their last timeout of this football game. And now a first down will end the game.
Over and over, I keep saying that this young Vegas defensive line needs to stand up. They haven't done it yet. 3rd time's the charm, maybe? We'll have to see.
They need it now. Now more than ever. Offset I formation, Cairo Martinez. They would venture to say the ball's probably going to him. They know it as well. It's going to be given to him. He's got the first down and more. And that is going to put them 1st and goal to go for the Gladiators, as it is Cairo Martinez. Nobody's been more clutch than that guy on this drive, and he may have just sealed away a win for his Gladiators.
Yeah, I think there's just about enough time for St. Louis where they can just kneel it down. They don't have to worry about the field goal.
Victory formation for Christian Brown in a game where we saw 27 unanswered points from Las Vegas, that saw them take a 10-point lead in the 3rd quarter. And St. Louis just turned the game on its head again, a Jekyll and Hyde game to say the least. We have ourselves what looks to be a final result in St. Louis's favor, and that speaks a lot to the maturity of this St. Louis team, making an impact in week 1 on the road in hostile territory. St. Louis and Vegas have played on multiple occasions, and I dare say they don't necessarily like each other as far as the players in the field. And there's definitely a friendly rivalry in the coaches' offices as well. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, these 2 teams played each other a good number of times coming into today. St. Louis has gone quite a number of seasons without beating the Fury, but tonight changes the narrative, as St. Louis is going to come away with the win. But let's not forget just the run that Vegas has gone on. It's often said that you can most tell the character of a football team when they go down by 2 or 3 scores. And Vegas just played through it like they were up by 2 or 3 scores, and they just kept their pedal to the metal. And really, only one team could have won this game, but both deserve to win it.
Yeah, absolutely. It stinks that a team has to lose this game because it was very good, very well played throughout. Both defenses making plays, both defenses earning their keep in this contest, even given the 58 total points between the 2 teams. But St. Louis comes out on top by 4, 31-27. Jack Brown, break it down for us.
Yeah, this game went back and forth. There was no real telling who was going to be the winner until 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions by the St. Louis Gladiators. carried them to victory in this ball game tonight, folks. St. Louis, they were down by 10 midway through the third quarter. It looked like all hope was lost as Las Vegas had all the momentum on their side, but then St. Louis, after going what was 3 for 4 for interceptions on their drives that had a conclusive ending, they got what they needed. They got the touchdown and they got the field goal. They got back-to-back touchdowns. Sorry about that. So with the 2 touchdowns, mostly led by that man, Eagle Mondavi, they set themselves up and they came away with the narrowest of victories here in the Sin City. Both these two teams, they're going to be exciting to watch in Season 18.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of football yet to be played in this season, but both these teams have made very good cases as to why they are the teams to watch in the SFL for most improved, even being playoff teams a season ago. Your player of the game is Christian Brown on the 3-touchdown performance from him, and his Gladiators get a Week 1 victory for the first time since Season 13. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. But for Jack Brown, for Stephen Hacker, and Justin Reside, I'm Chris Curtis saying good night and goodbye from Sin City. We will have you on Week 2 action later on in the weekend, but still more SFL to come in Week 1 on Monday night. Thank you for watching, and good night from